reflect on where God has brought us from, and when we think about where we could be, when we think about where we probably should be, when we think about where the folk that we used to hang out with are, then that gives us...
Hi, if you really want to come to a church where everyone is welcomed and you learn about the Word of God and everyone is loved and you have an opportunity for spiritual growth and fun and fellowship, Community Empowerment Center is the place to be. I've been coming here for years and I wouldn't go anywhere else.
I think I've been in community empowerment for about 5 years now, 4 or 5 years.
Well, what brought me here was the Board of Examiners. Reverend Derek and I were on the Board of Examiners together, and I needed somewhere to go to do some of my interning, and so I came here, and so I never left. So I've been here for the last 2.5 years, and I love it here.
I've been here for a little over 5 years. I wasn't one of the first members, but close to one of the first. And the reason why I enjoy being here is basically our name says it, Community Empowerment Center. Our focus is to empower the community physically, fiscally, and spiritually. We recognize that it's difficult for people to have faith, a deep faith, when they're hungry and they're looking for help getting their utilities paid, or trying to get close to send their children to school, or you know, when they've been shut out and shut down by the rest of the world. And so that's what we're hoping to do here, is to provide a place where people can feel empowered to be the person that God has chosen them to be. And so that's what we hope to do, is to support people so that they can be successful in their journey and get closer to God, build their faith, and become valued and valuable members of society.
It's more family. Even though not everybody's related, nobody treats anybody else, you know, like, well, you can't do this because, you know, you're not a part of this. But everybody loves each other, and the fact that it's more of a spiritual service-led service, to where you're able to worship and praise and a new life. Plus, church doesn't last all day. That's a good one.
Well, now, that's a good thing.
I'm attracted to my church because of the family feel of it. We all have personal relationships even outside of church. It doesn't at all feel like it's an organization. It feels more like a family gathering every Sunday. And I appreciate the openness. We're inclusive to all walks of life. It doesn't matter where you come from, or who you live with, or what drugs you've done or used to do, or none of that even matters, because we all just want to share the message of God to the community. And so I really appreciate that and want to be a part of that.
We are making bags for incoming freshmen at Louisville. There's going to be 250 students that begin classes next week. They're coming early. And so we're making this little bags to welcome them to Louisville and to the university, and let them know that community empowerment is right around the corner for them. They can come work with us anytime.
Our church wants to interact more with the community. We think it's really important to not just be visible, but to also be active. And so we thought this might just be a really good way to say, hey, we're here, and we don't want anything, but we would rather help.
Well, because it lets the community know that we're here, and lets students know that they have a church home, because there's many students, for instance, when I went off to college many years ago, you know, I was glad that there was a church, an A&B church, that was in Bowling Green, Kentucky, that reached their arms out to me, and I was able to go there, and they did everything they could to me, so loved it. And so that's just to let someone know from any denomination, doesn't matter who you are, that there's somebody here that cares about your spiritual well-being, and they will be here to help you out.
And you don't have to be African American.
Nope. You can be any color.
Any color, any race, any creed, any gender, any sexual orientation. We're glad to have you here, because we know that God is love, and that we're not here to judge. We're here to love and help you in your spiritual growth, and to be your friend here in Louisville. So we look forward to having anybody who wants to worship with us and fellowship with us and have fun with us to come out and help us. We also have community programs that we're really excited about, but we need help. We can't have tutoring without some students coming out to help us with the tutoring. We can't have other programs that we like to have without having some student volunteers. So if you want to volunteer some time, we'd love to have you come help us. We have a Man Up Fatherhood initiative that's for men who are may not be with their children, but to help them know that you can be a father regardless of your situation, and you can be a good dad whether you're working or not, whether you have a job or not, and we need help with that as well.
Okay, so what we're doing today is we're putting together gift bags, and some of them are going to go to my students at U of L who are going to live in the Reston community. And I'm really excited to have them get a gift from the Community Empowerment Center, because one of the things I love about this place is that everybody is welcome and everybody matters. And so these gifts are really going to send a message to these new college students that they matter to somebody. So it's going to make a huge difference.
We have, we're trying to make sure we get everything in the bags, and we missed a couple of things, but hey, if you're one of the students who's coming in for early move-in week, I hope you get one of our bags and our flyers so that you'll know exactly where we are and you can come out and spend some time with us.